back to another single figure action figure review. This time up, we are going to be discussing the Cobra Range-Viper. This just came in. I had pre-ordered it back during Walmart's CollectorCon. How many months ago? It just showed up. And while I have been collecting a lot of Joe's and Cobra classified figures, I've talked about them on my stream, but I haven't done a full detailed review. So this is the perfect one to get going. I'm very excited about it. You can see the stuff that it comes with up top. Box art on the side. The fact that this is some zombie soldier, again, that is what hooked me instantly and made this an immediate pre-order when I saw it became available. I kind of wish I got more, but I don't do enough with Joe's at the moment to justify buying all of them, but I do really love this line. So, all right, let's take a look at what's inside. There he is in the box. Quick little toy photography tip. These ties can be used as rope. They work really well for any sort of 1/12 scale rope that you might need for a picture. And here are the accessories for the Range-Viper. And just a quick note, I know we're switching back to windowed packaging, but when it came to the windowless, G.I. Joe really did an exceptional job with their packaging as compared to some of the other Hasbro properties. First up, let's see what's going on with the figure itself. So I never have any complaints about the articulation when it comes to G.I. Joe classified figures. They have been exceptional. I mean, outside of some small little wants, like for instance, at this point, I mean, not just Spider-Man, it would be really nice if we started getting toe articulation on all of these Hasbro figures. That would be awesome. But this has had drop down, this guy, this line has had drop down hips for literally the entirety of it. And that's been really great for a domestic brand compared to the imports that are out there. So they've been giving us a lot. And like I said, I really do love all of the articulation, except for vested figures like this. So that's been my one knock, because you'll get about this much crunch, but then that's it. So you don't get any of that deep classified ab crunch that you would normally get. I'm sure if we wanted to take it off, it would work. It looks just like a straight up blue shirt under there. No other special details or markings. So just a straight up blue shirt. So he does need this to complete the whole image that they're going for. But yes, you will have that hindered articulation. But other than that, you still get some nice, look at that, you still get a little twist in there. You get the nice ball joint at the lower waist, so that does help. And then double jointed everything else, as we know. So get about, bink, right? Get about that much. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of a close-up of the look at the brain, nice and gnarly. So as I've been growing my zombie horde of action figures, this is my first non-superhero version, but I'm into him. He's awesome. Just take a look at the rest of it there. Really nice marks in the sculpt itself, in the mold. Very cool. And I'm sure there's a lot of reuse here with different parts, but that's the name of the game, and they made something really awesome with it. So that's really great. Accessory time. We have the hatchet right there. The book bag. I haven't seen this before, where they've actually wrapped this in like a cardboard. Very interesting. So they had that little box on there to protect this antenna and wire. And this looks like, ooh, it will connect into the back of the head. Nice. Bandolier. A sigh, a single sigh. A single sigh right there. The sidearm. And then we have the assault rifle. What is this? One of those little grenade launchers. And then, yeah, you get this ammo box that will connect into there. So I'll get that ready. And we can't forget the scarf. I love a good G.I. Joe scarf. Awesome. Very cool. Quick little note, as I'm dressing him up, I wanted to pop his head off in order to put the scarf on, which I didn't need to because it has this, but I like to try to explore my figures a little bit. And inside, the peg exists. That's where it is. So I just wanted to point out that, you know, in this classified line, typically neck peg in there. But yeah, the peg exists in here, unless of course it wasn't supposed to come off, and that's what I did. But hang on. So in my unboxing impressions and initial review, I'm noticing that there's this spot here. So in the comments below, if you can help me, this is not porting in like I kind of imagined it would. So if somebody wants to help me out, this is just not working. So in the comments, let me know, how is this supposed to work? Like that? Because one of the things I typically love about classifieds is that they're toys that they can fit every aspect, every accessory on their person. But it does seem like with this one that there's going to be a lot of excess. So you are going to have to pick and choose what you're going to be using for your different shots, etc. And I just wanted to show on this rifle, there is that right here, that little spot. So the way I had to figure it out was that goes up, this tucks in. So see, there's that spot. That's what's going to go in there. And then this clips in, push, there we go. So that is how I believe that's supposed to look. And in the interest of transparency, I did have that backwards. So it actually is this way. I'd originally faced it this way, but then the ammunition was facing in the wrong direction. So that is now the proper way, facing forward, and that clips in really, really nicely. So there we go. There's a look at that. And here he is in one of the setups. Now, typically I like to have some photographs at the end of my review, but unfortunately I will not be able to snap any prior to posting this. So I do encourage you to check out Yimbo Reviews Everything over on Instagram. That's where I do post all of my toy photography. But trying to get this pose down right. There we go. Looking pretty good. But yeah, so if we want to just check out in this one set, this is how he's looking right now. So really, I love that watch. There's with the bandolier, there's with the scarf. It's got the plug into the back of the head. This is a very, very cool figure. I'm just really excited to get my hands on him. He's my first classified review, and he's a good one. So if you think he looks awesome like I do, and I definitely do think he looks awesome, he might be worth trying to track down. But he comes with a lot. This grenade launcher, I noticed, look, it rotates, so that's really cool. Nice rotation there. According to the box, it looks like it's supposed to actually pop out too, which is pretty awesome. I just haven't wanted to mess with that, but it looks like you should. I'm not gonna push it myself, but that's great that that exists. And then again, these two little other accessories, they don't fit on him. That is my bummer, so that's my knock. So final thoughts. Pros, he's a G.I. Joe Classified, which are one of my favorite toy lines. So fantastic figure. He looks amazing. Great paint, great apps, great sculpt. Nice choices of reuse parts, just because it's, again, it looks awesome. It looks so good. Even my one knock on having a vest on classified figures, he ends up, this is a slightly softer rubber than say on Flint, and you can end up getting a little bit more of a crunch. So that is really welcomed, especially for the Cobra soldiers that I have that have the big body vest. This is why I typically prefer the Cobra officers because they lack that vest and you can get all of that range of posing. If you enjoyed today's review, just know that I stream about toys every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And right now you can check out either the latest stream or one of my other toy reviews. Thanks for checking it out.